next series is called the SILAT series. It's the back sweep. The end of each one of these techniques is going to be the back sweep, and we're coming on different ranges of motions for the beginning. It looks like this. First range of motion is off the jab. Okay, let's break that down. He's going to jab right to my head. Good. One more time. Good. I'm going to vertical gunting outside. From there, I'm going to keep cohesion with my hand. I'm going to hit the body. I'm going to uppercut to the head. Then I'm going to use the bladed part of my arm to roll him over. Here's a little detail. If his shoulder is higher than his hand, he has better structure. He can muscle out. Good. If his shoulder is lower and he tries to muscle out, I put a little more pressure. He's not going anywhere. From there, I'm going to knee to the face, but in training, we knee to the chest. I step across, push him to where he doesn't have a leg. See how Daniel lands defensively? That's not good for me. So I'll pull his leg out from under him and break the knee. One more time. Vertical gunting outside. Hit the body. Uppercut to the head. Roll the arm over. Shoulder is lower than the hand. Break his base. Knee the chest. Push him where he doesn't have a leg. Break the knee. Don't break the knee. Last time. Vertical gunting outside. Body. Head. Roll the arm. Break the base. Knee. Push. Stomp the knee. Good. On that one, we're putting both hands on the outside. We can also split the jab. It looks like this. This obviously is to the eyes or the throat, but for practice, we kind of keep a flat open hand. It's safer. From there, I'm going to back fist, come in with the headbutt, turn my body, break the base, knee to the chest. In reality, we're going to the face, and take him down. Stomp the knee. One more time. That's splitting the jab. I can also have both hands inside his jab. First one, outside. Second one, split. Third one, I can parry and backhand gunting. So it looks like this. Headbutt, knee, pull the leg out, break the knee. One more time. And last one. We counter the jab. Now we're going to counter the jab cross. Jab cross is like this. Great. Here we go. Okay, let's break that down. I'm going to seco the jab. I'm going to backhand gunting and stick my fingers in his throat. From there, I'm going to grab the biceps, push the arm that I don't want to attack away from me, and come in and headbutt at the same time. I'm going to overarm hook, turn my body so our shoulders are facing the same way, break his base, knee his face, but for training we need the chest, step across, take him down, pull the leg, and stomp the knee. One more time. Headbutt, break the base, knee, take down. Good, that's off the jab cross. Now we're going to go off the jab, cross, hook. Looks like this. Let's break it down. Seco the jab, back fist, finger jab. He comes in with the hook, I cover, and the interesting thing about this cover is my thumb is going towards his throat. I want to keep this slightly bent, better structure. If he goes to punch, I just stick my finger in his throat. This is great for stopping that attack for the beat that you needed to. Grab the biceps, headbutt. Shoulders facing the same way, break the base. That's your back sweep, that's your silhig. Knee, and break the knee. One last time. That was a jab, cross, hook on the high line. Now we're going to go the jab cross body hook. And you kind of deal with the same way. It's going to be the same cover, but you're just going to lower your elbow a little bit to cover your lower line. Looks like this. Good, let's break that down. Seiko, back fist, if you have time, finger jab. Hook comes in, cover, stick the finger in the throat, grab the biceps, headbutt, turn your body, silhig. You're gonna knee to the face, but for training we knee to the chest. Taking it where he doesn't have leg. If he lands defensively, great. I'm gonna pull it out and break his knee. Seiko, back fist, finger jab, low line cover. Grab the biceps, headbutt. Turn your shoulders so they're facing the same direction as him as you break his base. That's your back sweep. Knee to the chest for safety. Take him down, pull the leg out, stomp and break the knee. One last time. That is off the third range of motion. It's number 4 in this series, and it's off the low hook. This next technique is a counter to the low rear round kick and then to the silhig. It looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. When Daniel comes in, I'm going to shield. I'm going to come in. Again, I'm grabbing the biceps. This is my steering wheel to the body. Whichever arm I want to attack, I want to push the opposite arm away. From there, I can grab either an overarm hook or an underarm hook. Get my shoulders in line with him, break his base for the back sweep, knee to the face, but we knee to the chest in training, and take him down. Break the knee if he falls defensively. One more time. I'm going to shield, finger jab right into the throat. From there, I'm grabbing the biceps. I come in, headbutt, turn the body, break the base, knee, take him down if he falls defensively. Again, take the knee. Let's take a minute and talk about how I can wrap this arm. There are 2 ways that I can do it. When he comes in, come in again, shield. From here, if his arm's lower and the energy's there, I might wrap overarm and take him down. If I come in underneath and my arm's lower, I might wrap underarm and take him down. Now, when we do the underarm, for training, we put our hand on the shoulder. For reality, we want to be by the elbow. We want to break this. Knee, take him down, and stomp the foot. Now, if we're in the overarm, because this question's come up before, and it slips out, terrific. I'll go to that first takedown that we did, technique 1 of series 1. Okay, back to our shield. One more time. That's off the shield. Okay, now we're going to counter the lead low round kick. It looks like this. Let's break that down. I'm going to stop the lead round kick. I'm going to kick the groin, take the hands in front of me, pat it down. From there, I might go into the headbutt, underarm hook. That's what was available. Knee, take him down, stomp the knee. One more time. I stop, kick, clear, headbutt, back sweep. Last time. That's the counter to the low lead round kick. Okay, now we're going to counter the lead midline round kick. It looks like this. Let's break that down. Daniel throws his kick. I move in the direction of the kick. Kick the standing leg. Knee the thigh. I make my way in with my headbutt, overarm hook, back sweep, knee, take him down, and break the knee. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. That's the counter to the midline lead round kick. Okay, so now we're going to kick. I'm going to go with the energy, kick the standing leg. I'm going to knee as I pull him forward. Knee the leg, headbutt. Turn the body, adjust, knee, take him down, and break the knee. One more time, nice and slow. Daniel's going to throw his kick. I'm going to move with the energy, capture his leg. I kick the standing leg, and I knee the leg that I'm holding. From there, I want to pull him slightly towards me. He's already off balance. Into my headbutt. I push the arm that I don't want away. Back sweep, knee, take him down, and break the knee. Last time. That's off the rear midline round kick. Okay, for our last one, we're going to counter the tie 4 count. It looks like this. Let's break that down. 1, I'm going to destroy the first leg. Thread, split the right hand, cover the hook. Shield the kick, come in, push the bicep that I don't want away from me as I headbutt. Turn my body, break his base in the silhig. I'm going to knee him to the face, but for training we go to the chest. Take him to where he doesn't have a leg, and break the knee. Okay, one more time, nice and slow. Last time. That's off the tie 4 count. That'll finish our silhig or back sweep series. There are many different follow-ups that you can do at the end of the silhig series. I'm just going to give you one more. Off of the jab, first range of motion. At this point, I might pick the leg up. Knee the inside of the groin. Switch the leg over, stomp the body, face, post here, and break the knee. That's with me picking it up with my foot. I might just reach down and grab it with my hand. Take a moment to talk about the different ways that you can practice your techniques. If you're practicing with a partner, it's called a bua, which means fruit, and you're practicing together. So if I was going to do the first silhig series, vertical gunting outside, we've been through this. It looks like that. Bunga means flower. I would practice this without a partner, but I go through the same motions, so it would look like this. If I put a bunch of bungas together, that's a kembangan. Generally with a kembangan, they'll either exaggerate or abbreviate a motion. So even if we were thinking boxing, if I was shadow boxing, it might look like this. If I was going to kembangan it, I might shorten it and flower it up a bit. That's your kembangan. I'm hiding, abbreviating, or exaggerating the motions. So once again, bua means fruit, and you're doing it with a partner. Bunga means flower. I do it alone. Kembangan, I continue. And work all my bungas. So that's different ways that you can practice your technique and give your own expression to a specific technique. Hi, I'm Suzanne Luna Spezzano, and this is MADHAPAJIT SILAT 2, Cohesion, Structure, and Pathways. In Introduction to MADHAPAJIT SILAT, we gave you some foundational techniques and concepts. Hopefully you're getting comfortable with that material because this DVD is going to build on that DVD. As always, these efforts are dedicated to my instructor and martial arts mentor, Magulang na Guru Dan Insanto. We have to move some furniture. I'm going to remind you to train safely, and let's get to work.
We begin our practice with slow, tactical breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds. Section 1. Start in child's pose, arch forward, look at the ceiling, and back to child's pose. 1. Arch forward, look at the ceiling, and back to child's pose. 2. Arch forward, look at the ceiling, and back to child's pose. 3, one more. Arch forward, hold, and back to child's pose. 4. Next exercise. Arch forward, hold, push up position, come up, tuck your toes, and downward dog stretch. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Knees touch, and back to child's pose. 1. Arch forward, hold, push up position, come back, downward dog, hold the stretch. 1, 2, 3, knees touch, and back to child's pose. 2. Arch forward, look at the ceiling, push up position, come up, tuck your toes, downward dog, hold. 1, 2, 3, knees touch, and back to child's pose. 1 more. Arch forward, hold, push up position, come up, tuck your toes, downward dog. 1, 2, 3, knees touch, and back to child's pose. Now, right leg steps through to tabletop pose and hold. 1, 2, 3. Make your way back to child's pose, and we'll take this to the other side. Left leg steps through to tabletop and hold. 1, 2, 3. Come back to child's pose. 2 more. Right leg steps through, tabletop, hold. 1, 2, 3. And back to child's pose. And last time, we're working with 4 points of contact. Tabletop pose, hold it. 2, 3. And back to child's pose. Next exercise. Right leg steps through and we'll go into our tripod stance and switch it. And switch. And switch. And arch back and hold it. 1, 2, 3. Come on back. You're going to switch to the other side and arch back and hold it. 1, 2, 3. And back to child's pose. Reverse tripod stance and arch. We're stabilizing our 3 points of contact. Tripod roll to the other side and arch. Hold it. And 4 tripod rolls. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And back to child's pose. Section 2. Tuklau position, left leg weaves through and sit into Sawa, seat spin, and helicopter. Anuk Harimau walk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sit into Sawa, right leg helicopters and turns. Anuk Harimau walk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sit into Sawa, seat spin. 2 on the midline and 2 3/4 rear. Windshield wiper. 1, 2, 3. Back to seat spin. 2 to the midline and 2 3/4 rear. Windshield wiper. 1, 2, and 3. Kicking buo. 1. Round kick to spinning sickle and back. Windshield wiper. Now 2 or 4 spinning sickle kicks. Section 3. Tuklau and make your way to your feet. Gayong 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and turn. Gayong 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little shuffle 1, little shuffle 2, little shuffle 3, little shuffle 4, and right into Gayong 4. 2, 3, and 4. Now we turn. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn and full silo to the right. And up. Step forward, full silo to the left. And up. Step back into standing Harry Mao. And we're finished.
A lot of you sent me emails asking me if my husband, Guru John, was going to ever make an appearance on one of these DVDs. So as you can see, the answer is yes. We're going to take you now through the kicking series, Buas 1 through 7. This is with a partner, Bua with a partner. We started you on your knees in Introduction to MADHAPAJIT SILAT, and now we're going to take you throughout the 3 ranges. On your knees, off your knees, and standing. Bua 1 is a round kick to spinning sickle kick, and it looks like this. Now John's going to come up off his knees. And then John's going to come to standing. Kicking, and kicking, then kicking, and kicking. That's Bua 1. What I'm doing in response, I'm also training, even though he's the one actually doing the kicking. When he goes to do his round kick to spinning sickle kick, just like we did in the first DVD, I'm giving him a target, and then I'm giving him a target, and I'm practicing my evasion. Here I'm practicing my seat spin, one of my transitions. Remember, if your hand is not posting, it's protecting your head. We do the same thing on the second kick. I'm going to give him a target, lift my head, and I give him a target. Here again, lift my head and give him a target. When we go to the ground, I just don't get up. I try to get up in the Silat way, and then I come forward to bridge the gap. He kicks, and I'm going to use my sepok to get out of the way of the kick. Here comes the second kick, and I'm going to use Gayong 1 to close the gap. Then the kick comes again, sepok. Gayong 1 to close the gap. Okay, so you're both working at the same time. He's going to work his standing kicks and his level changes, and I'm going to work my footwork and my ability to open and close the gap. Bua 2 is round kick meets obstruction. So remember it on the knees. John will demonstrate. Round kick meets obstruction. Same kick sickles back. And he changes his base. Round kick meets obstruction. Same kick. Good. Then we go off the knees. Round kick meets obstruction. The face gets hit. And down. Round kick meets obstruction. The face gets hit. And down. What do I mean by the face gets hit? Come back in, John. So strike the face on the way by. When he hits and kicks, he's going to come by. Boom. Boom. And the kick comes. That's beautiful. Then we come back. He kicks. The face gets hit. That's why this hand is protecting whenever it's not posting, right? Then we come up onto our feet. Now, just like the Thai kick, just slowly, he's going to kick the leg, and then he's going to bring it back. And when he brings it back, that's when I'm going to get out of the way. And then I'm going to close the gap, offering him a leg or a target. He kicks the leg, stepping back, and then closing the gap. That is Bua 2. Bua number 3 is round kick to sickle back. So once again, on the knees, we'll show you the progression. John's going to kick, round kick, and then I make my way back, and he sickles back. I'm using my horseshoe. You're going to work all your evasions. Down, and I horseshoe back. Then he goes off the knees. He goes down, and I horseshoe back, and down, and I horseshoe back. And then we get to our feet. That is Bua number 3. Bua number 4 is spinning sickle to same leg round kick. Spinning sickle to same leg round kick. We're going to start on the knees. John's going to spinning sickle, same kick, round kick. He drags it back. Then spinning sickle to same leg round kick. Then he goes off his knees. Spinning sickle to round kick. Spinning sickle to round kick. And now we're up. Spinning sickle to round kick. Bang, beautiful. Other side, spinning sickle to round kick. Bang. The next bua is bua 5, which is 4 spinning sickles. 4 spinning sickles on the ground. 1, I give a target. 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to go off the knees. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's bua 5, 4 spinning sickles. Bua number 6 is 4 round kicks. 4 round kicks, bua number 6, starting on the knees. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to go off the knees. The first 2 are going to be just off the knees low. 2, and the last 2, John's going to jump them. 1, beautiful, and 2. Gorgeous, great. Now we're up. Round kick. Round kick. Round kick. And round kick. That is your bua 6. In bua number 7, your partner's going to be standing and you're going to be on the ground. I'm going to come in for the round kick. On the inside of the leg, tuklau, make space. John's going to come in with the right cross. I'm going to come in, headbutt, silhig. Knee, pull out, stomp, and kick on the way by. One more time. I'm on the ground. I can kick to the inside of his leg. I can kick to the outside of his leg. I can tuklau up. Doesn't matter. So when the right hand comes in, I just want to come in and get that first finger jab. Come in for the headbutt. Bang. As I turn the body and take my silhig, my back sweep, or our beset dalam. Knee to the face. Offset the weight. If he falls defensively, pull the leg out from under him, stomp, and knee the head. One more time. Inside kick. Tuklau. Make space. In comes the right hand. Get rid of the right hand. Finger jab to the throat. Underarm hook headbutt. Turn the body. Take my leg sweep. Knee. Offset the weight. If he falls defensively, I'm going to yank this leg out. Stomp the knee. And strike with the knee on the way out. That's the first one in bua 7. In number 2, it starts the same way, but this time he's going to kick. And we're going to come off the Karasak series that you have, Introduction to MADHAPAJIT SILAT. Inside kick, and then I tuklau, up. In he comes, strike, swing, pull, choke. So let's go slowly so you can see. Groin kick. Bang. Tuklau. Strike. Make space. He comes in. Shield. Finger jab to the throat. From here, I'm going to scoop this arm to the outside. Kidney strike. Take the foot sweep. He doesn't go all the way down. Cup the neck as you break his base. C1 and C2. Rake the eyes. Hit the head. Finish your takedown. One last time. This is off the right round kick. Remember, in the MADHAPAJIT SILAT, we're dealing with the arts and culture and martial arts of 11 different countries. Siam, which is now modern-day Thailand, is one of them. So that's why we deal with the Thai kick. One more time. Inside kick. Tuklau. Make space. Here comes the knee. Finger jab. Swing the arm by. Kidney strike. Take the sapu dalam. He doesn't go all the way out, so I destroy the knee and take the choke. Rake the eyes, back of the head, and finish your throw. The third one and the last one we're going to do in bua 7 is John's going to come in for the double leg takedown. So we're going to start the same exact way. I'm going to go to the inside kick, which is really to the groin, but for safety we train to the thigh. Tuklau up, make space. He's coming down. I'm going to cut this line. You see the groin strike right here? Cutting the line here, and I'm going to go to a Harry Mao knee pull. Take my kicks, eye gouge, kick your way through. One more time dealing with the double leg takedown. We're going to kick to the groin, but for safety we kick to the inner thigh. Tuklau. Make space. He comes in, I dive with him. Groin strike. Put my foot on the outside of his foot, knee pull. Follow with any 2 kicks. Eye gouge, kick the head on the way by. And that is your Bua 7. So let's add 3 more takedowns to your arsenal. You'll see this movement in Filipino martial arts and Indonesian martial arts, and you'll also see it in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But there's a little difference in them with points of contact. Let me show you what I mean. If I'm on my back, ground to stand up. For the first takedown, I have 4 points of contact. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. In SILAT, they tend to have 3 points of contact, so no holding of the wrist. 1, 2, and 3. They both work, you can use them both, but I tend to like using the 4. I like to grab at something, so I want the wrist. So you try it at home and see what works best for you. I like the 4 points of contact. So let's take the first takedown. You're on your back, and it looks like this. All right, let's break that down. So Rick's in front of me. You can have 3 or 4 points of contact. I have 4 right now. You might be asking yourself, how does she get here? Well, I can get here if I'm on my back by opening the legs and hitting the groin. When the hand exposes itself to me, I push, kick my way through. See the groin shot? I can either step down and knee, I can kick through, kick the head through, and you might even have a little arm snap as you make your way past. All right, let's look at that one last time. I'm on my back, Rick's in front of me. There's no hand yet, so I'm gonna open the line and hit the groin. That exposes the hand to me. I take my position and push. I come up, knee, kick, snap. That was technique number 1. Number 2 looks like this. Okay, let's break that one down. Again, I'm on my back. 4 points of contact or 3. You can do either one. My right foot is like a side kick onto his right hip. My left foot is going to sickle, striking the back of his ankle by his Achilles. Left hand by his right ankle, and I'm going to push with my right foot as I sickle with my left. It'll take me forward. From here, I want to strike to the temple. Turn my body, replace my hand, strike to the groin. Reach for his head and wrap up his feet. From here, my left hand comes under and I have the knee bar. So if you want to do it from the first position, you'd have your number 1 where you hit. You'd come here and then you'd switch your legs. Kick, strike, boom, turn, groin, wrap, come around the top and knee bar. Number 3 looks just like number 2, but it's done on the other side. Let me break this down for you. The first thing we do is we open the legs and hit the groin. That exposes the first technique that we have. Second technique, I go to a side kick. Third technique, I take his arm on the other side, on my other hip, and it's the other side kick. Same placement, basically, just on the other side. My left foot is on his left hip. My right leg is going to sickle kick his right leg as I hang on to this arm. 4 points of contact. I'm hanging onto his ankle here. Push. His momentum takes me up. I want to hang on to this leg until I hit him. Hit. This hand replaces this hand. Hit. Grab the head, grab the arm, and then you can come around for the knee bar. Let's look at that one more time. On my back, on my right side, 4 points of contact. With the SILAT, it's 3 points of contact. So I would just push, come up, strike, turn, strike. Grab the head, grab the leg, turn to the other side, and knee bar. So those are 3 more takedowns, ground to standing, that you can add to your arsenal. In this chapter, we're going to talk about entries. What do I mean by entries? By entries, I mean the hand and foot placement that bridge the gap and put us in a good position to throw. But right now, we're going to just deal with the jab. We're going to keep the variables really simple and just deal with the jab. The jab looks like this. Great. So when the jab is out, the 4 main places we can have our hands is we can have 2 hands on the outside, we can split it, we can reverse split it, and we can have 2 hands on the inside. But before we talk about hands too much, I want to talk about feet, because hands and feet will work together. The footwork we're going to use is the female triangle, or Guyong 3. The Guyong 3 looks like this. I can have the opposite shoulder forward as if I'm throwing across on both sides, or I can have the same side forward in my female triangle. So when the jab comes in, the very first thing we want to do is we don't want to get hit, and our feet are going to help us with that. We're going to slip it just like a boxer would slip a jab. So we're going to come in and you're just going to slip. That's our footwork. So now what our hands are going to do is we're going to do something called over the bridge, and it looks like this. Now, let's break that down. My hand's going to parry as my feet take me in my female triangle, Guyong 3, forward. I'm just going to slip just beyond the outside of that jab. From here, I'm going to go over the bridge. You see my hand moves over this hand, and then I strike to the temple. So one more time, over the bridge, stepping, parry, strike to the temple, all together. And one last time. The next one I'm going to show you is under the bridge. Under the bridge looks like this. Good. Let's break that down. Still using my female triangle, I'm still going to step and just slip that jab. I'm going to parry with my right hand, but this time I'm going to come underneath as I strike, underneath my hand. First one was over the bridge, and now we're going to come under the bridge. So that's under the bridge. One last time, under the bridge. The next entry I'm going to show you is the vertical gunting. Gunting means to scissor, so it's a scissoring motion. It could be horizontal, it could be vertical, it could be diagonal. So the vertical gunting looks like this. So let's break that down. I'm going to still use my female triangle, parry to the outside, parrying his arm, and I'm going to back fist, hitting the crazy bone, and then let the hand pass to the outside, so we're still dealing with 2 hands on the outside. So one more time, slowly, I'm going to pass, hit the crazy bone, but for safety, we just kind of move past it, and that's our vertical gunting. One more time at speed. So that's all those 3 are on the outside. So a little review. We're going to do over the bridge, under the bridge, and vertical gunting. For the next entry, we're going to split. When we split, we still use the female triangle, so we're still going to step out, and we're still going to slip our head to the outside of the jab, but this time our left hand's going to go on the inside when our right hand goes on the outside. The split looks like this. Okay, so let's break that down. I'm going to still use my female triangle, my Guyong footwork. I'm going to go to the outside and parry, but this time my hand comes up the center. You notice I went palm forward. This is really a finger jab to the eyes, but for safety we go palm up, because I know if I can hit palm up, then I can go through the eyes. So that's what we're kind of training. We want to train this safely, but the target is the eyes. The other targets for the split are the throat. You can see the finger jab to the throat. I can punch to the sternum, I can punch to the stomach, and I can also either punch or finger jab to the armpit. So you can try all those when you're working your splits. So now we have 2 hands on the outside, and we have our splits. Our next entry is the reverse split. The reverse split tends to work in a combination, but on its own it looks like this. Good, so let's look at that again. I'm still going to use that same female triangle, same footwork, but now the parrying hand is going to turn into the striking hand. So as I step forward, I'm going to uppercut to the face while my left hand is making sure that the jab doesn't strike me. Okay, so one more time, slowly. Now, if I can uppercut with a fist, then I can finger jab to the throat or the eyes as well. So if the jab comes in, I can uppercut, or I can finger jab to the eyes, or I can finger jab to the throat. That is our reverse split. Our next position is 2 hands on the inside, and we're going to use the backhand gunting to get there. The backhand gunting looks like this. Okay, so So let's break that down slowly. I'm still using the female triangle, still using Guyong 3. This time I'm going to move to my left to slip the jab. So if the jab comes in, I want to slip it to my left. And I can do my same side shoulder forward, or I can load the backhand gunting with the right shoulder forward. You can kind of try both and see which one you like the best. So from here, slowly, my left hand's going to parry the jab, and I'm going to backhand gunting. And then I want you to cover and hit, because the right hand's coming. Okay, so let's look at that one more time. I'm going to step in, backhand gunting, then as soon as I backhand gunting, I want to cover and hit. I can cover the fist, I can go for the eyes, I can go for the throat. But the idea is that this is coming next. This is the weapon that's coming next, so you want to deal with it quickly. So one more time, the backhand gunting, step in and cover. The next entry I'm going to show you with two hands on the inside is the parry and trap. The parry and trap looks like this. And then immediately cover and hit. The cover and hit can be another cover and trap. It can be a cover and hit to the eyes. It can be a cover and hit to the throat. Okay, so one more time with both hands on the inside, parry and trap. There's a hand drill in the Mande Muda system that takes us through these different hand positions. The drill looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. I come in with a split. Hands open, finger jabs to the eyes. I'm going to go to a backhanded strike to the eyes. He comes with the hook. I cover and hit, both hands on the inside. Reverse split. I can come up this way or I can come this way. And when the hand comes in, I'm just going to pull it down, grab the wrist, trap both arms with my elbow, and strike over the top. The finish to this one actually is you reverse the hands and break. So let's try that one more time. Split. Two hands on the outside, two hands on the inside with your cover and hit, reverse split, parry the hook, return with the elbow and trap, strike over the top, switch your hands and break. One more time. Split. Two hands on the outside, cover and hit, two hands on the inside, reverse split, bring the hand down. See how I'm cupping the wrist here as I come up? Bring both hands to my elbow, trapping, strike. Replace the hands, and break. One last time at speed. Another way we train this drill is with two partners, so you can work both your right and left, and you kind of get used to turning and anticipating the next attack. So I'm going to start with Rick here, and then when I'm done, I'm going to turn and Ray's going to feed me. So here we go. Section, we're going to go through some foot sweeps, leg sweeps, and compression throws. The first foot sweep I'm going to do is the inside foot sweep, or sapu dalam. Sapu dalam. We're going to keep the variables really simple and just do it off the jab. Can you do it off combinations? Absolutely. Can you do it off kicking combinations? Absolutely. But for right now, for simplicity, just the jab, and our entry will be our over the bridge that we outlined in the earlier chapter. So the sapu dalam looks like this. Break that down. I'm going to use my female triangle to get to the outside and avert this jab. So it comes in, parry and hit. I'm going to hit the temple. I want to offset that shoulder. See, it starts to break his structure. Kidney strike as I move to position, inside foot sweep. And then you're going to pull your left foot towards your right foot using your hip flexor. And that'll bring him down. If he falls defensively like this, turn and kick the arm, breaking the elbow, but don't break your partner's elbow. So one more time. I'm going to come in, over the bridge, turn, strike, strike, pull, kick. Now, if he stays there, once I've broken his base here, the other ways that I can deal with that arm is I can knee my way through, and I can side kick my way through. So you want to practice those three. When you're practicing with your partner, go past the arm. Don't count on your control to stop it here because this is an ugly break, okay? So just go past, really safety first. So I can kick, I can knee, and I can side kick out. Remember, we're dealing with multiple attackers, so I don't want to stay here and play with him too long. I want to break and go, all right? So that's number one, that's your sapu dalam. Sapu dalam, inside foot sweep. The next takedown is the sapu luar, outside foot sweep, sapu luar, and it looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. Again, using the same jab, keeping the variables simple, and the same over the bridge entry. I'm going to come in, sector off, hit to the head. From here, I'm scooping this hand so I can get two hands to the inside. I want to slap the face to get his body to react. I've got his biceps here. The biceps are sort of the steering wheel to the body. So I'm pushing his bicep back to twist the upper body. At a certain point, this front foot here is going to get a little bit light, and that's when I want to pull the leg towards me. So as soon as I feel it's a little light, I'm going to pull, and that's going to take him down. From here, I like to go to the head, as we talked about in the last DVD, and break my tunnel vision. You have to work that into your muscle memory because under an adrenalized state, you might not remember to do it. So you have to just work it in. Once you get to the head, break that tunnel vision. One more time. Go to the outside. I'm going to graze the temple and move across his center line. Go to the outside. From here, I want to slap his face. I can hit the eardrum. I can influence the shoulder, but I want to hit and I want to grab his biceps. The biceps are the steering wheel of the body. I'm going to offset this motion. As soon as that leg feels slightly light, I'm going to pull. Now, you can see right here where I land, I can kick the head. But the idea is to get to the top of the head, however you want to strike. You can knee at the top, and you can kick, obviously, at the top. But once I'm here, and once he's down, I want to break my tunnel vision. Okay? One last time. You see how Rick just got up? That's another thing I just wanted to make a comment about. When you're getting up off the ground, I see a lot of students they just like, all right, time to get up. Okay. Why not continue practicing? You're doing SILAT, so just keep working it. They use this term in kettlebells, greasing the groove. So you want to keep greasing the groove and just keep working your get-ups so that you're moving in a SILAT fashion, even when you're kind of passive in the drill, okay? So think about that when you're training as well. So one more time. We're ready. I step in, hit the body, slap the face, turn. As soon as that leg feels slightly light, I'm going to pull. There's a second way that I'm going to show you now how we can do the outside foot sweep. Begins the same way as I'm coming across here. But when I scoop this arm down, I'm going to take his rear arm, grabbing above the elbow, and I'm going to cross his center line. Again, I'm looking for that back foot to start moving. And then once I see that this is moving down to where he doesn't have a leg, the direction is downward. As soon as I feel that, he's going to start going, and it just twists his body in a different way. Again, go to the top of the head. You can knee, you can kick, and break your tunnel vision. One more time. I'm going to start the same way, scoop his left arm, reach for his right arm, and have him cross his center line. You can see he's already starting to go. When I'm here, I can either pull. If the pull doesn't work, I can also stomp on the knee. I can use my shin on his knee. Or if it's not working altogether, I can drop into Harry Mao and take him down, finishing off with my kicks. Eye gouge, kick, and break the tunnel vision. So one last time. Female triangle. Graze the temple. Grab the arm, have the arm cross his center line. You see that back leg? That's what I want. I can hit the kidney as I pull the leg. From here, you want to make your way to the top. There's a kick here, there are knees, and again, you want to break your tunnel vision. This next takedown is called the beset dalam, or inside leg sweep. Beset dalam, and it looks like this. Let's break that down. Over the bridge. From here, the hand that's striking the temple is going to replace and come down to the end of his arm. This hand is going to make like a bar and move forward, offsetting his structure. Then I'm going to roll the arm. I want his shoulder lower than his hand. That's more structurally sound for me. Then I'm going to do my leg sweep, kicking his leg back. I'm going to knee to the face, but for training we knee to the chest. Offset his weight, he's already going. And if he falls defensively like that with his hand on the ground, I'm going to replace this hand, pull the leg out, break the knee. If his head is there, grab the hair and knee the head on the way by. Okay, one more time. One last time for the inside leg sweep. Inside leg sweep. Now some of you are going to say, hey, that looks like the silhig series. Yes, it's the exact same technique. Silhig is a Filipino word where beset is an Indonesian word. Remember that the MADHAPAJIT SILAT borrows from the cultures and the martial arts of 11 different countries that made up the ancient MADHAPAJIT Empire. So we're borrowing from different places where the same movement might have two different names. For right now, I just want you to be very comfortable with the movement and be able to do the movement, whether you call it a sapu, a beset, the silhig, or something from the Karasak series. So that's just to clear that up. That was the beset dalam, or inside leg sweep. Here's an alternate for our beset dalam, or inside leg sweep. Again, moving forward. And this time, instead of doing my back sweep, I'm just going to walk him forward and drop body weight. Once he's here, if I put pressure on the tricep, there's your break. So let's break that down. Same entry, rolling forward, roll the forearm, get the shoulder lower than the hand, and then I'm just going to walk him forward. Put my knee on his tricep, and here's the tap. You can also use your hand. That gets there first for the break. And then classically, they sit on the shoulder, wrap the leg, and lean. And that's an alternate for our beset dalam, or inside foot sweep. The next technique I'm going to show you is the outside leg sweep. Outside leg sweep, or beset luar. Beset luar. I'm going to switch places with Rick so you can see it a little bit better. The beset luar looks like this. Good. Let's break that down. Same female triangle, same entry. Coming over the top. I want to pass the head again. Breaking the temple, pass the head. See what I do with this hand that's in front here? I open the line. Again, try to hold above the elbow, because if you start to slide down, it's a nice little pitch that'll hold you. I want to offset the top of his body before I get my legs in place. Because if we're here, it depends on who's stronger. He can take me down as easily as I can take him down. So I want to offset his balance first, then bring my leg in and finish the sweep. I hold on to the head to take care of my partner. In reality, you'll just let go, and then here's the arm break. I can cup the back of the elbow and move it forward, or I can literally just keep it in my armpit, ready for other attackers, or to draw my blade and open the line for the tap. Okay, one more time. Out. Influence the body and finish the sweep. One more time. I want to drop my body weight. Rick is considerably bigger than me. If I lean forward, he can take me down with him. But if I drop my body weight straight down and keep my shoulders over my hips, over my knees, then I'm going to fall into really good position. His arm is already into my armpit, where all I have to do is just open the line, stretch, while I'm controlling the head and the hips. That is your outside leg sweep, or beset luar. This next throw is the kenjut siko. Kenjut means compression and siko means elbow. It's on the high line and it looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. Same entry. As I cross center line, I want to hit his face and upset his body. From here, his bottom hand is going to come forward. See his body? That's what I want. And just bring the elbow down. And he's going to go. Generally, they'll turn and back fist to finish this off. try that as well. So one more time. Female triangle, cross center line. Slap the face. Offsetting the body, he's about to go. This hand comes here, that's a nice trap. That's a nice little gift for you right there, because you can break it on the way down. Bring the elbow, turn, and strike. The next one we're going to do is Kenjut Siko on the low line. It's similar to the high line, but like the name says, we're going to go to the low line. Slowly, it looks like this. I'm going to come across my center line. I can trap this arm if it's in the way. Come across onto his hip line, and then just complete the throw by turning my body and using the compression that the elbow gives me. From there, again, I can come back into the back fist, or any other follow-up that you may know. So one more time on Kenjut on the low line. One last time, Kenjut Siko on the low line. I'd like to take this opportunity to talk for a minute about pathways. Guru describes it as walking into a mall. You walk in one door and then you have all these different directions you can go based on where you want to end up. So right now we're dealing with the jab and just using over the bridge as our entry, but we don't have to do that. So take, for instance, the Sapu Dalam, the inside foot sweep. I was showing it to you with over the bridge, but I can also split, go to the outside and take the throw. I can also, two hands on the inside, backhand grunting, swing the arm, influence the body, and take the throw. I can even do it off the Thai 4 count. So the idea here is to play with your different entries, decide where you want to go, and find your way to get there. And I don't always have to end up with the Sapu Dalam. I could do the Sapu Luar or any of the Basets or even the Kenjut. So start to play with the different entries and where you end up, and I think that's going to deepen your understanding of pathways, which is really important with the SILAT. In this chapter, we're going to do some takedowns from the Mande Muda system. You're going to see some of the entries we talked about in an earlier chapter. The first one looks like this. Okay. All right, let's break that down. The jab comes in, I'm going to parry the jab. This is really a finger jab to the eyes. When the right hand comes, I'm going to move my head out of the way, but jam this right into the throat. Finger jab to the throat from there. From here, I want to go to the reverse split, which we talked about in an earlier chapter. I'm bringing the uppercut. I want to cut down on this arm and drop my body weight. I want to marry this arm to my own chest and drop body weight, which is going to drive him into the uppercut, like that. That's the kind of reaction you want. Now, this is a punch, but it can also be finger jab to the throat. It could also be finger jabs to the eyes. From here, I want to offset his weight. Look at my right hand. Comes over the top, and I open this line. See that little reaction of the body? That's what you want. You want to break his structure. From here, scoop the head, go for the tricep, and the takedown. From here, I simply open my hand, and then I put pressure, breaking the arm. Don't really break the arm. Okay, one last time. From here, hand goes through, and apply pressure. That is number one, which we are attacking the tricep. In technique number two, we're going to attack the bicep. It looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. Rick comes in again. It's always the jab cross to start with the feet. He comes in again, finger jab to the eyes. As the right comes in, I'm going to go in for the throat. From here, I'm going to reverse uppercut, breaking his base. I want to open the line, strike the head, scoop, but this time the bicep's right there, so I'm just going to tap it. As I do, this hand is going to grab the hand that's falling down. I'm going to end up in branch down. I foot stomp to the face, and I want to close this gap. I want the back of my foot to kind of almost be in the same line as my knee. I want to make this really tight so he can't go anywhere. See how his body's arching a bit? There's also a nasty choke here. He's falling in branch down. Branch up is this way. branch down is this way. I scooped him and branched down. I want to grab my own bicep, pull the body up. I'm isolating the joint in the shoulder. I can grab my own head. I lift up and just turn. You see how little I had to turn? The lock is on. The other way that I can do it is I can do what I call a genie pose, grabbing both biceps. Again, lift the body up. I'm just going to turn. There it is again. So we have holding the head up and turning and genie pose. Good. Be really careful because once you do isolate this joint, it's very painful and you can really hurt your partner. Now, why do we put a foot in front and a foot behind? If I only have a foot behind, when I start this, he can just roll. There, and then I'm chasing him all day long. So what I want to do is create a barrier. If I have foot in front, my knee behind his body, so I'm kind of making this a very small gap. His arm is bent. Again, genie pose or hand by head. And that's how we'll finish each one of these throws the next week. First one, we break the arm, and the other ones we're going to go branch down. So number 2, once again, is the bicep. Let's look at it one more time. 1, 2. Remember, the beginnings are all the same. I want to break his base here. Open the line, hit the head, turn the body, the bicep is right here. Hit it. Scoop this arm. Stomp the face. Tuck the leg back, close that distance. Hold your own bicep, raise, isolating the joint, and turn your body. The next technique, we're going to influence the jaw, and it looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. Parry, remember, finger jabs to the eyes, right there. And then from here, one of the things I just wanted to make a comment on is I don't want you to back up and then throw your finger jab to the throat. You're already here. It's such a small detail, but I see that quite a bit. Once you're here and you've made you close that distance, don't throw away the great work that you've done. When the hand comes in, straight in for the finger jab. You're right there. Then from here, you're gonna cut down on the arm and throw your uppercut. See that? You want that influence. See how his body was influenced by that? Then come over the top, open the line, strike the ear. As you're turning, the jaw's right there. From here, you're in good structure and you're just going to turn the face. As he comes down, reach for that other arm. Stomp. You notice I'm doing the second part slowly. It's very hard actually to be safe with your partner and throw the leg over, stomping the face. So just pause for there. You know that you're going to compress the time if anything really had to happen. So just remember always to train safely. We're going to pull our legs together, grab my bicep, genie pose, lift, isolating the joint, and turn. You see how quick that is? Okay, good. That is influencing the jaw. One last time. Up. That is influencing the jaw. The next technique I'm going to show you is rolling forearm to the nose. Rolling forearm to the nose. It looks like this. Now, I fell in a different way, but that's okay because I still trapped the arm. So this is a happy accident that I like to show you anyway. I can still trap the head. He's tapping already. I can trap the head and I can trap the body here. I just want to pin this under my arm. This is actually classic SILAT, and just push my hips forward. So let's break that down. I'm going to come in, finger jab over the top, finger jab to the throat, break the base, open the line, hit the ear. You don't have to hit the ear. It's just an extra strike you have in there. You can come, cover the head. This arm comes out, up, bend over, and falling here. We can also, if this happens, you can cup the back of the elbow and walk him forward, breaking the arm as you do. There's the tap. That's the rolling forearm to the nose. Our next technique is 2 fingers to the nose. 2 fingers to the nose. It looks like this. Let's break that down. And gently, folks at home, gently. Parry over the top. finger jab to the throat, reverse split, open the line, hit the head. As you roll, 2 fingers to the nose, bring the head up, back, capture the arm. If the arm goes straight like that, that's fine, because you'll have another break right here. But if it bends, you have your branch down. Knee comes down, other foot in front, close that line. Cup the biceps, lift, isolating the joint, turn the body until your partner taps. And that is 2 fingers to the nose. Our next technique is pinching the nose. If we can pinch the nose, we can pinch the jaw, and we can pinch the throat as well. So pinching the nose, it looks like this. Good, let's break that down. Same entry. Now, when I'm here, these 2 fingers, pinching the nose, influencing the head, brings it down, grabbing. Stomp the face, but be very careful with your partner. Close that space, biceps, and one last time. Is pinching the nose. This next technique is called Siko in the front. Siko means elbow. It looks like this. Okay. All right, let's break that down. Carry over the jab just like we've been doing. Finger jab to the throat, reverse split, open the line, hit the ear. As you turn, the elbow comes down onto the front of the chest, and it becomes a compression throw. Once he's down, again, gently, step over, close that gap. You feel a little choked, don't you, Ray? Yeah. Genie, and turn the body. One more time. Finger jab, parry, finger jab, reverse split, open the line, hit the head, turn the body, and the elbow comes in and influences the throw. Remember, I'm trying to grab or wrap this branch down on the way down. Stomp the face, but we do this slowly and gently to preserve our partner's health. Grab the biceps, isolate the joint by lifting up, and little turn. And that is Siko in the front. So the next technique we're going to do is Siko from the rear. Siko meaning elbow from the rear. It looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. Jab comes in, same thing we've been doing. Reverse split, open the line. Now I'm going to turn his body, and I find myself behind him. And I'm just going to take him down from here. I'm pulling and compressing and dropping body weight. I'm going to grab that. I'm looking for this arm, his rear arm right here. I'm looking for this arm on the way down. As I compress, I grab it. Staying with the body. Stomp the face. Isolate the joint, turn the body. Let's try that one last time. And once again, if this arm straightens, that's okay. You can cup the back of his elbow and just lean forward. There, you've got it. And if you wanted to, you can step over and you sit on his back and you have a break. Side. And those are some of your Mande Muda takedowns. When I first learned this technique, I had a little trouble with the entry. So I came up with a way to practice it in different ways, and that actually helped me have a better understanding of the movement. So I'll pass it on to you, and maybe it'll be helpful for you when you're learning this technique. The first way I would do it is I would do it with my partner. I would do it as a bua. Bua means fruit, and when you're doing it with a partner, it means fruit. Bunga, when you do it by yourself, means flower. A series of bungas together is a kambangan. is also almost like a dance. So the first way I do it is with my partner, and I'll just go through the motion slowly. I feel the structure, make sure my footwork's right, lower my base, open the line, cup, and just take him to position, don't take him down. Then the next way I'll do it is I'll do it without my partner. I'll do it as a bunga, by myself. I'm not flowering it yet, I'm not doing a kambangan yet, but I'm just gonna mirror the things that I did when I had him as exactly as I can. Then I go back to him once I've done that, and I do it again. And then I do it kambangan. So kambangan, I'm going to flower it a little bit. I'm going to exaggerate the motions, and I'm going to abbreviate the motions. So the kambangan might look like this. Then I go back to my partner, and after the first bit of cohesion, I close my eyes. So I can feel the structure, and I can feel where he's off balance, and I'm not just relying on my eyes to tell me. So once I have cohesion, then I close my eyes. Second strike comes in. Open the line, and take the rolling forearm. That's just the way that I practice, and I think that closing your eyes has a lot of value. So you might try that in your training, and hopefully this will help. This chapter is called pace sparring. Pace sparring is a drill where we work our level changes. We work our groundwork and our stand-up work, and we learn to go from slowly to quickly. Remember, you can't go hard and fast till you can go slow and easy. So John and I will demonstrate what the group will be doing. You can do it with 2 people, but you can also do it in a class environment, so I'll offer you both ideas to you. John and I will start on the ground. Okay. We're going to do our groundwork, and we're going to spar on the ground. We want to be surgeons, not butchers. Guru always says that. I think that really applies here. And I'm going to drive the drill. At some point, I'm going to get to my feet. That makes him get to his feet, and I'm going to feed him a jab cross. He's going to respond by taking me down. Then he's going to feed me a jab cross, and then I'm going to take him down. So that's how this is going to work. And then these fine gentlemen behind us are going to do it for you at speed. So now we're going to just go slow motion just to demonstrate. Okay, that's it slowly. Now these gentlemen behind us are going to do it for you at speed. like that demonstration. The thing with this pace sparring drill is that you can mix and match. It doesn't have to be takedowns from the MADHAPAJIT system. It can be takedowns from the SILAT series or whatever series you know, Car Sock. It can actually be the Harry Mouth takedowns. And you can mix up when you're going to go slowly and when you're going to go quickly. Maybe the ground sparring is the quick part, but when you come up, you're really meticulous with your angles when you do your takedowns. And the last thing I want to say on this wonderful, wonderful art is that we want longevity in the martial arts. The median age on this mat is 45. In this section, we're going to cover some sarong techniques from 3 different positions. The merit badge or sash position, the way I'm wearing it now, from the double wrap position and the single wrap position. The first technique will be from the merit badge or sash position, and the first technique looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. The feet will be the jab cross. I'm going to ride over the top of the jab. When the cross comes in, finger jab to the throat. I want to get this first response. From here, I'm just going to come over the top, second finger jab, and I'm going to make my way in with an elbow to the chest. From here, I want to knee, offset the weight, and then with my right hand, I'm going to scoop his head into the sarong. Once I'm here, I don't know if you can see this close-up, you can see here, I want to do what we call the paper cutter. I'm going to put my forearm on the back of his neck, and then I'm going to pull with my right hand and push my elbow forward with my left, and he should tap pretty quickly. That's the paper cutter. So it's this kind of motion. Forearm on the back of the neck, grabbing the sarong with my right hand underneath, gripping both, and I'm just going to move my elbow forward as I pull on the bottom hand. Good. Once he may start to come up, if he starts to come up, I can take him down. Come forward into Beset Luar. Now, if the sarong falls off my shoulder, that's okay. The choke's still here. I want to put the pressure down on his neck, hold his body with my knees, and just raise up till he taps. If the sarong's on my neck, it'll probably happen a little bit faster. You see right there. Okay? So let's look at that again. Parry, split, finger jab to the throat, first reaction. From here, I'm just going to come over the top. I want to get 2 hands on the inside. Remember, we talked about entries earlier in this DVD. Elbow, knee, offset. My left hand goes for my sarong as I scoop his head in, and I go for my paper cutter. When he raises his head up, I can move forward and go for the Beset Luar. Now, this was a nice little happy accident right here, if you can see. I want to trap. It's always great if you can get a second break while you're getting a choke. Why not, right? So if this arm goes into the armpit, all I have to do is just open my chest, and you'll see the arm wrench or the arm break is right there. One last time. Parry, split. Another finger jab to the throat. Elbow, knee, offset. Scoop the head, take the paper cutter, and then go for your takedown. What's nice here is that my right foot can come across the front, and again, I've trapped this rear arm and just open it. That's technique number 1. Our next technique from the sash or merit badge position looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. Again, we're going to jab, cross. You can use any entries that you have, start playing with them, start mixing them up. I'm just going to keep it, for simplicity's sake, to the same variables. I'm going to come over the top. When the right hand comes, I'm going to split, finger jab to the throat, come back out, another finger jab to the throat as I get my 2 hands on the inside, come in with the elbow strike, knee, offset. Now I'm going to set him down in front of me. Once I set him down in front of me, I just keep cohesion. You don't need to see. You can use your right hand or you can use your left hand. But I could do it with my eyes closed. Once I found him, I can wrap the sarong. So one more time. Parry over the top, split. Another split, both hands on the inside. Come in with the elbow strike. Knee, offset. Set him down with the head and arm throw. With cohesion, I pick the chin up to expose the neck. I wrap the sarong, and I just lean back. Now, another nasty way you can do it is you can turn and run, which ends up dragging him. Or you can be without hands till he taps, or you can put a forearm on the back of his neck until he taps. It's going to depend on the length of your sarong. As you can see here, my knee is stopping his back from moving. So really all I have to do, once I've stabilized the body, is just pull on my sarong. Remember, this is a battlefield art. So I don't want to spend too much time here. I want to kind of take him out, draw my weapon, and look around for the next guy that's coming. So that is technique number 2. Technique number 3 from the sash position looks like this. Good. All right, let's break that down. I'm going to ride over the top. Again, split, finger jab to the throat, elbow, offset. I'm going to bring him in to where I had the paper cutter position, but he starts to swing up. So I swing him down. 2 hands go to 1. This hand goes under the nose, and I uproot to deroot, taking him down here in front of me. As you can see, I'm going to pin him down with both knees. I've got his arm trapped under my armpit, and then I take the lock. One more time on technique number 3. Offset. Feed it, paper cutter. He taps, but he starts to move, so I swing him down. 2 hands on 1, up, and over. And that is technique number 3. Number 4 looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. We want to kind of go slowly. This one's a little bit tricky, and you got to be careful with your partner's neck. So just take the kind of end part of it slowly. Again, same entry that we've been working this entire series. Knee. When I offset now, I'm going to take the face lock right underneath here. Can you see this? So that there's a tap right there. I want to cup the chin. My same hand, my right hand. My left hand's going to come in, and I'm going to do like a tuklau in that direction. Here goes my hand. Open my leg, place my hand down, and twist his body. From here, I want to wrap my sarong. Knee comes up, leg goes over. One more time. Over the top, same entry. Again, you can mix up whatever entry you know. Once you offset the head, go in for the face lock. Right here. Good, he should tap. Cup the chin. Scoot your body underneath, turning his head. From here, I want to wrap my sarong. Knee comes up, leg goes over, and I pull. One last time. Offset, here's where we vary. Face lock. Grab the chin. Step through. Take your sarong, wrap. Right knee comes up. Left foot goes on top, and pull. That is number 4 in the series. So now we're going to take a couple of takedowns from the double wrap position. The way we get into the double wrap from the Merit Badger sash position is my left hand comes underneath and my right hand comes over the top. I scoop and just drape it over to the right hand side, which gives me my little loop here. Then I pull it out and wrap. Double wrap position, okay? Actually, I'm going to switch places here with Rick, so I think the cameras will be able to see it better. We ride over the top, finger jab to the throat, come back, second finger jab, elbow, knee, offset. Then this hand here is going to turn into a fist as I turn his body, fist into the throat, and I pull with my left hand. One more time. Right over the top, split, second finger jab, elbow, knee, offset, and as I turn him, I'm going to come, you can see right here, I put my fist right into where his carotid artery is, and I pull with this hand. The choke comes on pretty quickly. Be really careful with these. You really want to try to protect your partner, and you want to take care of their necks. So one more time, nice and slowly, nice and safe. Jab comes in, I ride over the top, finger jab to the throat. Second finger jab, 2 hands on the inside. Elbow, knee, offset, turn the body, wrap, fist in the neck, and pull. Okay, one more time. Offset. Here's where I'm going to turn the body. Fist goes right in the neck. Left hand pulls. And then, of course, from there you can throw. You can take him back or you can take him forward. And you can just play with the throws at the end of each choke. The next one I'm going to show you is a seated choke. We did the standing choke. Now this is the seated choke. It looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. Again, same entry we've been doing. Parrying over the top, 2 hands on the inside, elbow, knee, offset, complete the throw. I'm right here, so I continue to wrap. My right fist goes into his neck, and I pull. Finger jab, finger jab, finger jab. Elbow, knee, offset, complete the throw. And finish. You'll also notice that my knee, again, my knee is blocking him. So I've got the fist in his throat, I'm pulling the sarong with my left hand, and my knee is stabilizing the body so that we apply pressure right in the neck. Good. That is your seated choke. And the last position we're going to look at is the single wrap. One hand inside, the other hand is free on the outside. We're going to go in a traditional SILAT lead. They often go right lead, so for this one we're going to a right lead, and the first technique looks like this. Okay, let's break that down. Single wrap, right lead. The jab comes in. I'm going to go from the outside. From here I'm wrapping. I step out and I want to cut down. You can see his body's already going. This looks like nothing, but it's very painful. I'm going to walk him forward onto his stomach. From here, I can kick the head as I turn and go for the arm break. One more time. Wrap clockwise. You'll feel this when it works. You see his legs start to go. I'm stepping out with my right leg. I'm going to bring him down. From here, once he's on the ground, there are lots of things you can do. You can stomp, stomp, and arm break. That's technique number 1. Let's look at that from the opposite angle. Once again, he's coming in. I'm wrapping clockwise. I want the wrap right here. Now I'm going to put pressure. I'm taking my right foot back and I'm going to put this pressure down. You can see that. That's going to hit the nerve. I'm opening the line, bringing him down, right? I want to keep my base. I can kick over the top, sit on his tricep, and pull the arm up for the break. And the last one we're going to look at with the sarong, with the single wrap, involves the rear hand coming into play. So right lead, once again, it looks like this. Right lead, hand comes in. I want to wrap it. I open the line or I bait his rear hand. When the hand comes in, I cup it and I grab my own sarong. So now I have one hand wrapping 2. From here, my rear leg's going to move out as I twist my arm with my shoulder towards my left. I move, taking him down. From here, I can step over and I have the choke. Or I can step over kicking and I have the break. Let's look at that one more time. Clockwise wrap. Open the line and bait the rear hand. 2 on 1. Left leg comes back as I bring him forward and I step over. I can go for the choke, or I can step all the way over, sitting on his arm for the break. And that will complete our sarong work.
Actually, it felt great.
This man likes pain. All right, here we go.